Hi Scorpios, this is your reading from May the 1st to the 15th. Well, that's a lot of energy. Sorry about that. This is your reading from the 4th to the 15th. I hope everyone is having a good day today. If there's resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't check your moon and rising, you could be in that energy as well. Remember, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay? Okay. Feeling this energy. I'll put one more. It's kind of an interesting message that I'm getting here. So I have the 10 of Pentacles in reversed here. And I don't want you kind of get nervous or afraid here, because I don't think that's what this is trying to tell me. It means that being at our the place that we want to, all of our dreams reached or achieved, the place of total happiness where everything that we have we want in our life. It's interesting because it's followed by the 9 of Cups. It's this almost like emotional gratitude. It's this kind of contentment for it. So right now you might just be, and what I'm feeling as well with this Scorpio is it's like, yeah, you aren't there yet. You aren't after everything that you want and you've hoped for and you dreamed for, but it's almost like this gratitude that you have for where you are at. You're like, wow, like, you know, I'm actually at a really good place, it feels like here. It's almost just like, yeah, I'm not there, but I'm just happy and I'm satisfied. And I think this might be the first time that you were kind of maybe feeling this, or this is feeling in your energies, this kind of satisfaction of where you're at, or that it doesn't really matter. Maybe you were more of a like achiever before, but it just seems like you're almost just like, I'm at this kind of emotionally calm kind of place, and I'm happy and I'm kind of grateful. And you know, it's not that my whole world, I don't have everything that I want yet, but I can still be happy in this moment and kind of feel that I'm here and feel that gratitude and feel that kind of contentment in life. Cool. I like that. I kind of like that reading. I like that message. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse, and we have the Tower moment. The Queen of Wands reverse is someone that is cold. It's air sign energy, so it could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra if this is someone else. If this is you, it's just kind of cold and like disconnected energy from the world. Someone that maybe talks negatively, thinks, overthinks, thinks negative kind of thoughts about people, you know, kind of the energy of being unfocused or brain clutter. I feel like the universe right now is kind of getting rid of a lot of that overthinking for you, getting rid of a lot of that kind of brain clutter energy here, getting some of those rid of those kind of negative thoughts. And that's what I'm feeling like this Tower moment is for you, is being like, whoa, it's crazy, you know, I thought to be happy I needed A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and now I kind of realize that I'm kind of just content, you know, where we're at right now. And I know that this is not the end of the road, and I know that there's a lot more to come for me, but I'm feeling a lot lightheaded. Like life is so much more calmer and peaceful at that kind of moment here. And that's what I'm feeling with this Tower. Is this Tower is coming in to change our perspective, or alter our kind of perspective here. You know, I just feel like this in Scorpio, in this energy, if you're like, oh, maybe what you want out of life has even changed in a weird way. In these 2 weeks, we have the Queen of Pentacles popping out here as well. So you might be thinking about your finances, focusing on your finances, thinking about what you want to build for yourself, what you want to invest in. Maybe you want to buy property, what it is here. Because again, I just feel this energy that what you want out of life is kind of changing in a weird way. And you realize that you don't need everything that you thought you needed to kind of be happy here. So yeah, see it. Star card energy coming out. With the Queen of Pentacles at the top here, right, and the Star card coming out. So it's like what we're hoping for the future, what we want to kind of happen, what we want to build for ourselves. The Star is the Aquarius energy. It's all about hope. So again, you might be dealing with an Aquarius as well. But it just means like kind of hope and wishing on a star, and like putting your wishes out there to the universe, and putting your wishes kind of you know, you're like, I know I'm going to get there. This is my hope for the future. This is what I want. So I almost see like a lot of planning involved right now. So maybe even you're writing on your list here, some things you hope for the future, what you want your kind of overall happiness to look like here, what you want to kind of build for yourself, but you're almost okay that it's not fully here yet or realized. The Empress in reverse, the Justice in reverse, Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. I'm trying to feel this energy that I'm feeling, Scorpio. The Empress reverse is kind of feeling unabundant, or feeling like energy here where you're feeling like things aren't gravitating towards you. This could be pregnancy issues. This could be feeling unabundant. It could be feeling, you know, that things aren't happening for you. It's kind of negative energy in a way. You know, you're not really feeling, again, feeling like in this maybe energy here, but it's followed by the Justice card in reverse. And the Justice card in reverse is Libra energy here as well. It's the feeling of feeling unjust, or things have not been fair here for you. So again, you might be deciding, there might be a job or a situation here where something maybe you weren't fairly treated, or you feeling like something didn't kind of go your way here. And it brought a little bit of pain for you. And I kind of want to figure out what more of this pain is here. For some of you, maybe this was a situation that involved a mother, or there's kind of a situation with your mother that was unjust. Let me just see what this kind of is here. So the Empress is also kind of like that mothering energy as well. Can I just get another card on the situation? What are we unjust and kind of deciding on financially to walk away from something here? But we're having a hard time walking away from it. Yeah, it's the stuck energy, or this pain energy involved around it. Maybe this is someone who you're dating or deciding between. Someone maybe here, that there's two options. Maybe one of them is a Libra or Aquarius. Because I have the Two of Pentacles kind of here, and we're kind of weighing two options here for ourselves. And it's going to bring in a little bit of heartbreak, but we're having a hard time moving away from something, or feeling stuck, leaving something behind here. Maybe this is a relationship, or maybe, again, this is maybe a job or work, something here for you, because it just, what is this kind of unfair thing that we're having a hard time walking away from? Like, it's like that was not supposed to happen, or that was not kind of, that didn't work out in my favor. I'm trying to kind of feel this all. Interesting. Maybe this is resonating with you, but I'm just trying to get, what is this energy? Magician. Okay, so, I'm kind of getting what they were trying to tell me now with Scorpio, but it's almost like we're having a hard time, or moving away from this energy of this heartbreak, of this pain, of feeling like things aren't going to work out for us, feeling like the world is unjust and nothing good will ever happen. And it's almost that. It's that energy of negativity, I think, that is what it's feeling here, that we're having a hard time moving away from, or that seeing the world or seeing life as kind of just pain and kind of heartbreak here, instead of seeing all of maybe the bad stuff and not seeing all the good stuff, right? That's the Justice card in reversed here, is seeing the unjust, seeing the unfair, and not really looking at maybe the positive, or what positive things can bring into our life. Because after, we have the Magician here, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Again, I think this Tower moment is coming in to clear out a lot of this kind of old misconceptions you were having, either about life or about yourself here. Because the Magician is a powerful manifestor. The Magician knows that they have the tools to kind of create the life that they want. And I think to be in this Magician energy, you also have to have this Nine of Cups energy. You have to have this energy of gratitude, this attitude of contentment, and knowing that there's more out there for you, and knowing that you can kind of build it, and you can create it here because you are the Magician. So it's almost like we're walking away from this old life behind, where pain was our kind of main focus, where we kind of saw everything as pain. We kind of saw everything in the kind of negative light, and moving more into like a positive energy here. You know, not being so cold to the world anymore, not being so cold to ourselves or the people around us. Maybe having that kind of shift here, because with the Page of Pentacles, that means there's you're planting the seeds right now of what you want to grow, and I think these seeds have to do with everything that you want in life. Like I was saying before, I'm seeing a lot of lists making like what you want as part of like your manifestation. So some of you might be doing dream boards or listing things that you want to kind of accomplish in the next year or so, but I see you kind of investing in that in more of a positive light, in a positive direction. You're feeling like you can actually do this now, and you can actually make things grow. You know, you can see what you kind of want out of life here in a more kind of positive direction. It's like, I think I've referenced this before in another reading, not this week, but maybe once before, but it's almost like that plant experiment where you're just like how they talk to the plants negatively and talk to the plants positively, and then they see the difference of how the plants grow and live. That obviously the ones that were talked to negatively, you know, wilted more or stunted their growth or things like that. I think you're seeing that kind of energy and really feeling and connecting to that, really believing yourself, really believing that things will go good for you, things will go right, feeling like whatever you're planting now, that will grow and will flourish for you, and you're in that mindset now and not really in this mindset of pain or lack anymore, or that you're missing something. Yeah, you just weren't kind of appreciating here before with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. It's like you weren't appreciating all the hard work you've done, or you weren't kind of appreciating what you did have before. But again, you're healing that with the Ten of Swords reversed. Whatever that kind of stuck energy was, it's expelling itself from you, and you are healing from that. You're on the way up here. You're probably feeling more proud of what you kind of accomplished and kind of like what you do have. I'm getting just this huge kind of gratitude moment for you in these 2 weeks. Wow, like you have those moments of like, yeah, I don't have everything I want, but I feel so lucky. I feel, you know, I have this, and this, and life is actually good, and life is actually treating me right, you know? You're not taking the time to kind of look back and kind of smell the roses. You know, you were just walking past them before, but now you're taking time to smell them and smell the sweetness of it, and enjoy it, and take that moment of pause and breathe that kind of breath of life in again. Eight of Pentacles, you're going to be working hard. What's this working hard on what? Maybe working hard on your healing, working hard at ending a cycle for yourself here with the World card reversed. Interesting. I have the Eight of Pentacles coming out here, which is hard work. In the World reversed, the Three of Wands reversed, and the Six of Swords coming out. So energy of moving away from something here. So maybe you are moving away to a different city, or you are traveling. The World in reverse sometimes can represent the world in general. So maybe we haven't seen the world, or are feeling like we're not connected to the world in some sort. So we are kind of going back to the drawing board here, or starting over. Maybe some of you are starting over in a new city, or moving on in that kind of capacity as well, or you're working towards moving away from your current spot or where you are, because you realize happiness kind of lies somewhere else for you, and maybe that's what you're manifesting, getting out of the place that you are at right now here. I see you just kind of planting the seeds and kind of doing the work in these 2 weeks, especially kind of with that gratitude moment, Scorpio. I'm just going to pull some oracle cards here for Scorpio, please. For Scorpio, please. It's funny because I pulled two because there was a card I was kind of feeling the whole time in this reading here, and I was just like, well, I'm sorry, and then they were like, okay, one more card, and I got the card that I was thinking of, Surrender to the Sweetness. When I was talking about smelling the roses, this card kept popping up, so I'm glad that they popped it out of the deck here as well for me, because I want to kind of touch upon that. But for the energy oracle, you have the Thinking Woman, Female Wisdom or Understanding. This card shows a woman holding a book and standing before a bookcase, ready to lead you to a higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express or understand your feelings, or could be a teacher brought into your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful, conscious, and aware. Or, like the thinking man, this card could represent the side of yourself that's ready to blossom, like we were talking about smelling the roses, and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice and let your wisdom shine. We also have two starseed oracles here. So read the first one, which is I'm sorry, and then I will read the surrender to the sweetness after. I'm sorry, defenselessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. We're living in divisive times. When we are hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. We need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As our soul, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps that is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. And that's what the feeling kind of in the center of the reading was, right? Feeling unjust, feeling in that kind of low vibrational energy. But it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. It's one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways that we both and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadow, hate, wounds, separation, severings, wrongs, and sadness. You're being called to explore how you or your ancestors, your society, have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others, and find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say I'm sorry with an open heart and mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the instead of the inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame, it's about unwinding the pattern that got us here, right? And I feel like that unwinding the pattern is kind of the world in reversed here, and also the not walking away. You're being called to devote your time to a cause you believe in and do the healing work on your ancestral line. And finally, we have Surrender to the Sweetness, which is the card I was kind of feeling through this whole read. I can't talk. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love out of life. Smell the roses, as they say. This is a sensual, highly feminine card. It's a call to surrender to the sweetness of life, to let the ever-abundant feminine take over, to taste the fruits that you've been working so hard to grow, to let your sense take over and really drink in your life with wonder, to get intoxicated on the simple bounty that this planet has to offer, which you have within you when your well is full. The ancient Babylonians connected to the feminine goddess Ishtar and the planet Venus. In Roman mythology, Venus was the goddess of love and beauty. In our night sky, aside from the moon, Venus shines the brightest. Time is our most precious resource, and it's our greatest healer. If you've been all work and no play, this is a sign to take some time out, to reconnect with your lover, play with your children, give yourself the luxury of time without an agenda. Many of us are so busy building our lives that we forget to enjoy them. We forget why we decided to build them in the first place. Disconnection from the sweetness causes more pain than we realize. So many of us walk into soulless buildings 5 days a week in the name of survival. We strive to build the life of our dreams, but drive ourselves to exhaustion. This card is wooing you back to the pleasures of being a human, to focus on what really matters and enjoy your credible life. All right, Scorpio, I really enjoy this reading for you. I feel like you're in a good place. I like it. All right, so this was your first month reading. I hope it helped.